Hello guys and welcome to Cricket Caviar. Day one of WTC final at Lords has just ended and Australia has come back big time after the first session where they were sent into bat and it proved to be the right decision by Temba Bavuma and everyone was praising Temba Bavuma for the right decision that he has taken to bowl first. But I'll start with a major selection error that Temba Bavuma has done, which I feel we talked about it in the preview and I think we got it right. We got two things right. We said South Africa will look to bowl first if there are overcast conditions, and they did choose to bowl first. But the major thing was Lungisani Ngidi. Why Lungi Ngidi on this kind of pitch where you already have Dane Patterson who can pitch the ball on a coin on this kind of surface? You already have Dane Patterson. He has done so well for you across the last two series, which were must win games for you to qualify for this WTC final. You dropped Dane Patterson at a very, very bad time. I feel that he definitely deserved to have a go at this pitch. The dibbly dobbly medium pacer was, I think, the perfect recipe for this pitch, a success on this pitch. And Lungisan Ngidi, at the end, you see the bowling figures 8 overs 45 runs. That actually on this kind of pitch is just disaster. I think that was a major selection error. Temba Bavuma, and again, people will look at that angle of quota and reservation, because I don't think Lungi Ngidi deserve to play here on this pitch. And Dane Patterson actually showed that he's quite a good batsman. He scored a test 100 also in the last series. So yeah, sadly he's not playing, and I think that was an error. Starting with the test match, I think Jansen and Rabada, they were on point, and I want to say, man, the pride of the Swana tribe, the man who should have been in Botswana but is in South Africa, the KG, the Kagiso Rabada, one of the legends. And I said this before on our channel. If you go back and see our videos during the South Africa Pakistan, South Africa Sri Lanka series, that if KG Rabada would have got as many home test matches as James Anderson did, as Mitchell Starc did, he would have been near to 450 wickets right now. His strike rate is amazing, one of the best strike rates in Test cricket, only matched by Pat Cummins. But he's just amazing, and the way he bowled today, first ball, in the second or third over, getting Khwaja to nick it, and beautiful angle from round the wicket, getting the perfect ball. I think the catching from Kyle Viren was superb. Coming to England and you're adjusting to the wobbling ball. We saw Alex Carey having some trouble there, but Kyle Viren was superb on the offside as well as down the leg side. He took a catch of Travis Head, which I felt just deflated the Aussies so much. But Aussies are a gritty sports person, and there was a partnership between Steve Smith and uh, the Tasmanian, who actually Australia accommodated Bo Webster. The Australian accommodated Bo Webster in this lineup so that they can have an extra bowling option. They sacrificed Sam Constas, who did not feel have enough experience in Australia, and we predicted this lineup actually for Australia. So they are having this Bo Webster, and he absolutely plays a crucial knock. There are crucial 50 from Bo Webster and Steve Smith. What a legend! So 1850 plus scores as a touring batsman in England, crossing Alan Border's record. That was super from Steve Smith, and he's unlucky that Don Bradman was born, because otherwise he would have been outright the greatest test batter. He's done it in all the countries. He has scored hundreds in all the countries, and he's very comfortable in England, which Joe Root is not in Australia, which probably Virat Kohli is not in England, which probably a Kane Williamson is not in Asia. So he's comfortable everywhere. He scores centuries in Sri Lanka, in India, in Pakistan. So he loves batting, and today was just another day. He just showed a masterclass, because I was just watching some analysis, and his wagon wheel is all the shots have been scored square of the boundary, and in England they say defend straight but score square. So he has scored those shots square of the wicket. He has capitalized on the wide ball, and that's where I thought Lungi Ngidi was was very poor because he bowled those wide balls to Steve Smith, and Steve Smith capitalized on them. He scored heavily on them. There were some leg side balls on the pads that were scored off, and crucial 66 from Steve Smith. And the beauty of Test cricket is that all the South African pacers tried their best to get Steve Smith out, but ultimately it was Aiden Markram who gave that breakthrough and got Steve Smith out, and that was a juggling catch by Marco Jansen in slips, and that was good captaincy from Temba. Actually, I thought to have the slip on Aiden Markram, that was very good, and yeah, amazing. And I think it was a break of concentration from Steve Smith because he thought, oh my God, Markram has come now, easy runs for me, but he lost his concentration and lost his wicket. But Bo Webster kept on playing, and I think Australia, after losing 67 for 4 in the first session, came back very well with 123 runs in the second session. They outrightly won the second session. But then the comes the Australian collapse, which has been too frequent recently in the recent history of Australian cricket. And I think that collapse actually was the problem that Australia has landed in the soup before they inflicted a collapse on South Africa themselves. But what a bowling from KG Rabada, picking that fifer and putting his name on the Lord's honors board in the ultimate test. Brilliant. I think Alex Carey, I would blame Alex Carey a lot for that collapse because I think there was no need. You've just come out after a tea break and you've played out the first over, and Keshav Maharaj is almost a non-threat on this pitch, and there was no need to play a reverse sweep. And Alex Carey, we know, is a compulsive reverse sweeper. There was no need for to play that shot, and the ball was just too full to sleep, and he got bowled there, and that triggered a collapse where the Australian tail were shot down like Jews in 1940s Germany because yeah, poor stuff from Aussies, and then comes the battery of bowlers, the legends Starc, Hazelwood, and Cummins, and I really enjoyed that phase. I mean, Starc was in full rhythm, and the way he got Markram bowled in the first over reminded it of the 10-year challenge. He actually bowled Brendan McCullum in the same way in 2015 World Cup final, and again here he delivered the big wicket of Aiden Markram, who I thought had the technical capabilities to play on this pitch, but it didn't seem so. He was beautifully set up with three or four outswingers and then an in swinger, and then comes initially Josh Hazelwood started with a 3 over spell, and I thought, okay, Starc is going to bowl a 4 over spell and will be used in short bursts. And even the commentator was saying, yeah, he's 35-year-old. He'll be used in short bursts of 4 overs. But here comes Starkey bowling 7 overs, even after continuing to bowl after the drinks break. And he actually should have got Mulder out also, but Alex Carey, after triggering that batting collapse, again dropped an easy catch, and that led to Mulder extending his stay without scoring any runs. He just kept on defending. I mean, his defensive technique had to be appreciated. I mean, he showed some real guts out there defending those balls, but South Africa were not showing any intent. And his second run came on 33rd or 35th ball, and there was no run scored for some 40 balls. And then comes Temba Bavuma, again very defensive, no runs scored for 31 balls. And I think Australian bowlers really like that. They hunt in pairs and they can smell the blood when you're afraid. So they just go for the kill, and that was clinical Australian bowling. They picked 4 wickets in this session. Uh, they wouldn't have expected it. So total of 9 wickets in that session, with around 65 runs scored. It's been fast moving. It's spicy lords with a lot of green tinge, and I think this is going to be unfortunately a test match that ends before the weekend unless there is some rain to save this. So yeah, I mean, looking at Stark Bowl was amazing because he just absolutely knew what to do on this pitch. So Ryan Rickelton starts off 2 straight drives when the ball was not swinging, but once the lacquer came off and the ball starts to swing, uh, yeah, he got trapped playing too many cover drives or too many off drives, and yeah, he just got out, caught in the slips, and then Mulder, who had already got a lucky chance, uh, he also got bowled by uh, Cummins. It was a beautiful in swinger. And then Hazelwood also thought, why should the others? Why should my both brothers have all the fun? So let me join in, and he picked the wicket of Tristan Stubbs, who was looking quite good actually. He's a technically sound batsman, long in reach, but got stuck in the crease, and that was the wicket for Hazelwood. I think David Bedingham has come in now, and he's the one I really like among the South African team. He sacrificed his SA20 contract and went for a tour to New Zealand with a South Africa C team. And yeah, he totally deserves to be here. So he has played quite two delightful shots where Cummins went for the money ball, trying for that Yorker. He was able to flick them for 2 fours. So I think tomorrow is going to be a big day. I mean, Australia will fight tooth and nail to defend their target, their small first innings target of 211, but they'll make South Africa earn every run. They'll make them plead for every run because the bowling lines are going to be too tight, and South Africa need to understand that day two will be good for batting, and they also need to come out with some attacking plans because this is not going to get you to 211. So they need to come out with some attacking plans. And yeah, amazing day overall. KG, Rabada, Mitchell Starc, we saw the best of them, I think. We'll be seeing best of some other bowlers tomorrow. I think spinners played their part with Keshav Maharaj and Aiden Markram picking 2 wickets. Who would have guessed that? Because Lords has a record of only 15% of the wickets being picked by bowlers, by spin bowlers, and 85% of the wickets picked by fast bowlers. But they are into the action now, spinners, and I'm sure Nathan Lyon will have less of bowling to do because they have Cameron Green and Bo Webster also, who will be coming to bowl. So yeah, I mean, just to balance this team, Australia sacrificed Sam Constance, and that's actually worked for their favor because Bo Webster played a crucial knock, and he may also bowl some good overs now and give some rest to the stalwarts of fast bowling like Mitchell Starc, Hazelwood, and Cummins. So let's see what Temba Bavuma comes up with the plan, what David Bedingham does tomorrow. So this is a test match. This is the ultimate test, and the way South Africa were batting, it did feel like it was the ultimate test to score just 1 run against this bowling. So this is what test matches. This is a novel. This is not a comic book, and you can expect more twists and turns in this game. So let's meet tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for watching our channel, and please do subscribe our channel, Cricket Caviar. Thank you and good night.